bido kwa mmadụ n'ọmụnụ ma onye mee nke ọma ebulie ya elu si ya jide nke ojii na-aga n'iru biko ka anyị gbakọ kịta wee kene n'Eze-Ana Eze-Ana ego anyị Eze-Ana Ugochi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu nwoke ọma na oraifite ego adị ọdịnala bụ eziokwu ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ ịma na o nwere olu na-eti mkpu na-asị ụmụ Igbo chigharịa ụmụ Igbo chigharịa kwa mbọsị ọ na-eti n'ụtụtụ n'abalị ọ nọ na nkụzi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu onye ọma na oraifite onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'ihu Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu onye ọma na-eji eme ọnụ ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'ihu Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu onye ọma na oraifite onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'ihu Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu onye ọma na-eji eme ọnụ ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'ihu Eze-Ana ga-adị Ugochi tubelu ga-adị Ugochi tubelu tempụl ọ ya adị maka na eziokwu ọnwa chacha ndị ụka erighị anyị front and back ndị oche eri anyị front and back fada sikala aka ghọrị ụmụ Igbo si anyị rapụ nke anyị na nke feka mma buru Baịbụl bịa akwụkwọ akụkọ wepekwa chọọchị fa okpuru ụka abịakwa mana Ugochi tubelu ekweghị ekwe Eze-Ana si na ọma mbe ọdịnala ama mmụ chacha oge ọbụla ọ na-eti ọ nọ na nkụzi Chukwu abịa ma gbaa gị ume ọdịnala ya dị Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu onye ọma na oraifite onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'ihu Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu onye ọma na-eji eme ọnụ ọdịnala
Oruchi ọmanụ ụmụ ọdịnala Igbo abịakwanụ m n'oge anyị ji awa eziokwu agba n'oge awa nke eziokwu nke ọ bụ mụnwa bụ Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu na oraifite dị na Anambra steeti na anọrọ isi ya abụkwazị m onye isi nchụàjà na Ugochi tubelu ọdịnala tempụl bụkwazị onye isi nchụàjà na ọdịnala Restoration Prayer Ministry bụrụkwazị onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo you can call me an ọdịnala evangelist I will answer n'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke eziokwu ihe anyị ji wee bịa gbara ọkpụrụkpụ anyị na-agba afa mmiri emi lụkwazị ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche my mission is to help people live better life n'isiokwu anyị n'oge awa nke eziokwu bụ taa the benefit of feeding your spiritual forces. That is the secret of success. If you want to be successful, you must learn how things work. Learn how you'll be able to feed their spiritual forces. Because that your spiritual forces is your backer. I will tell them now. Ndị ụka ọbịa bịa rie anyị front and back. I don't want to sound as somebody. I'm not a hater of any religion. but I don't want to start digging deep into that era. The era I describe as dark era among the religious group. Because a lot of atrocities was committed. Even till today, even in Ordinana, some people hide themselves in the name of Ordinana, committing atrocities. But Ordinana goes on to have research among all the religion. Ordinana is a spiritual movement. Ordinana has no founder. Ordinana it remains the purest. Yes, like in everything that involves human spirits, you will still see some dark ones, dark souls, that will still be hiding under the influence of Ordinana to portray evil. But that, like I keep saying, that does not make them an Ordinana person. I keep saying it, that if you accept a claim Ordinana person or a religious person, okay, let me first on Ordinana. You accept a claim Ordinana person, forget it, you are not Ordinana person. Only Ordinana must be somebody that is a respecter of also Ordinana Igbo, because that is the bedrock. That is part of my admonition today. I don't want to talk about other religion, because my mission and mode of evangelization is for the bandage to fall before your eyes, for you to see the truth yourself. Ordinary Igbo remain the best because it's in line with your root. And being in line with your root has huge advantages. Don't allow message given to the Romans, the message given to Corinthians, message given to Ephesus, and you carry those messages upon your head. It will not go well. But before I go, before Ngabaniru, don't forget, no one ajayi na achụ kwa ọnwa nke ọnwa Septemba ga-ebido na Septemba 6. Aja mbụ gị na achịpụta ihe. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ isonye na aja, ihe niile iji wee sonye na aja, forward their 3 prayer request, then make donation of token to the account. So iwe support aja. Aja na achụ na altar and the temple every day for 14 days, bido na 6 wee ruo na 19th. Asụcha na 19 na anwa, echiketa n'oge ihe. Gbuo eburu wee mesịrị aka ndị mmadụ erikwa aja wee nwụọ. Aja esigo n'aka ebunye ọtụ ndị mmadụ elu. Ka bụ ihe kwesịrị ịma. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ isonye na aja ma ọ ka ịmata more about this sacrifice, chat me on WhatsApp 0805-7837672. I will call it again 0805-7837672. N'isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa n'ụbọchị taa. Mana before nga n'iru echefuna na on 30th bụ ụbọchị anyị ga-celebrate mmemme akpọrọ Afiọlụ. Afiọlụ festival a na-eme na mpaghara ala Igbo, mana nke anyị bụ nke na-eme n'Oraifite. Ndị Nnewi, their own is ongoing. Mana nke Oraifite ga-ebido na on Monday. But on Tuesday, I guess celebrate EZE-ANA Ugochi and Ugochi to run that temple. You are all invited. Once you are under the influence of my voice, you are hearing my voice right now, you are invited. If you want to go waffle, one of the friends of the temple, from my area, well, that daggy, do you miss you and go? So you are all invited. He should I celebrate him with me. I feel of the young hour, Messia, I maybe. Then this show why you ever can see the benefit of feeding their spiritual forces. Uru valor, bo either Juba money again a hassle. Go how the key. Young Agam Niru. Yes, Agam Niru Kamo, now Agam Niru Capitali. You can't do without your spiritual forces. So, Manofi actually as admonition today, but come back to your root. Now, Ukozen do call beer in Agbakuru. Makinihi na ha kwuru n'okwu okwu ha nke dị na akwụkwọ nkọwa ha kpọrọ Bible n'okwu Chineke. Please note that words Bible did not fall from heaven. It did not fall from heaven. Bible is a selected written book, a selected written words. Let me give you a little something for digest. Because as my mission is to open your eyes, let the bandage fall, then to judge whether to believe me or not. The ball is in your court. Initially, this Old Testament is in screw form. It does not have people that wrote it, even in the ancient time, wrote it by inspiration. They got message, they are inspired to write it, yes. Now, and those people that write the ancient books, they are never Christians. Yes. In those ancient books, they have Book of Enoch. They have so many books. Even they have Book of Magdalene, many Magdalene. Some of the books, even there was so many books called Lost Book in the Bible. Do you know why it's called Lost Book in the Bible? Because people that compile the Bible, I think in the era of Pius V, when they compile the Bible and call it Bible, initially, like I said, it's right up. The Old Testament is in school. While the New Testament, these are letters. Let me draw you back a little. Even some books like St. Paul's are credited to St. Paul. Yes, St. Paul of Tarsus. You will hear something like Omunde on Rome. And made that on was in there. Kunu kudosi keno kunu kwela Christ. The same thing goes to the Kosi, to Munde, they don't have Corinthia. They don't have Ephesus. Corinthia is like, I think, part of Turkey now. And so many other countries. This is a message written to them. The Europeans. Later they wrote to themselves, telling them the importance of keeping their own faith, the importance of keeping what is necessary for them, not for we Africans. And note, those letters, after writing those letters, during the time of Pope Pius VI, Pius V, what they did is he nominated 4 bishops then to compile what is known today as Bible. Before then, there was nothing like a word called Bible. The St. Augustine of Hippo is part of it. St. Anselm, that is bishop, is part of it. And 2 other names I will not remember now. There are 4 in number. They are the ones that pick up some of the books in ancient books, then pick some from the New Testament. The one that suits what they want to achieve. The ancient time. You don't forget that Catholics has 72 will I call it topics, headlines in their own Bible. Why the Pentecostal, led by Martin Luther, that founded the Lutheran Church, and the Henry VIII, the founder of Church of England, they arranged themselves their own at 66. Their own Bible has 66. Why the Catholic edition, the Roman Catholic edition, has 72? Because Catholic edition has like 6 books that is not in the other Protestant Bible. They are Ecclesiastes and Ecclesiasticus. In the Catholic edition, they have Ecclesiastes and Ecclesiasticus. They have book of Tobit. They have can't remember some of these names now. Can't remember some of these days, but if I go to my diaries, I have them. The 6th book. That is what they have. So those 6 books they added on their own, make their own 72. While other people remove that 6. Because that 6 thought of a lot of things that will not help their own belief. So they remove it. But originally, the first compilers compiled it as 72. I don't want to start telling you what transpired during that time. They describe as that era. A lot of atrocities was committed. I don't want to start, because if I open your eyes what happened in those dark era, you shed tears. But they played what happened, transpired during their own time, and what really caused or made Henry VIII to carve out Church of England, where Bishop of Hippo once stayed, presently known as St. Augustine, where he was a bishop. I don't want to go into in detail what transpired between Constantine and during the time of Constantine, what that carved at the Vatican and the rest of them. I don't want to start going here. It's a long lecture on its own. But my problem is them telling us our own story. We Africa, we have our own story, and we will tell our own stories the way it is. Not a foreigner trying to blackmail the original traditional belief. I keep saying it. That tradition, ordinary Igbo, is holy and does not support evil act in any way. Ordinary Igbo forbid unclean act. As we speak now, there is here a matter we are handling in our own village. Someone that stole yam. Ojere ebe mmadụ kọrọ ji, jegburu ji, sana. And if at the end of the day, he proved that he had really committed that crime, the person will face banishment. Because the person committed it upon son. And we'll lose some certain things. But because of liberalization, as the name of Pagania, for the quiet civilization, the man named Museum, including those that are sitting on the fence. I keep saying it and I will keep saying it. If you are a type that you are in village or wherever you are based, a brony name your mother and you there, but for I say a chill, depending on this apple. The brony name you mother, the brony name poison, the brony mother. Believe in me, brother. Because ordinary Igbo does not support such act. It's evil. On son, you are desecrating the land. Even if every other person will not tell you that is evil, I, EZE-ANA, will tell you. Because I took oath as EZE-ANA to always say the truth all the time. So I will tell you. Remove your hand. Don't do it. Ordinary Igbo is not like some other religion, especially Ndokobia, that believe that you can commit atrocities. You go to your inner room, shed through crocodile tears, and say, say hallelujah, amen. Say thank you, Jesus, thank you, my Lord. You just walk away, just like that. And there's somebody you took his land, you have not returned it. And there's somebody because of your greediness, you want to take your brother's property from her. She got married to her father, your brother. She was a stranger. Got married to your brother because your brother is no more. And you lied against her just to make sure you kick her out of your family. And for that reason, the reason behind this is that you want to take your brother's property from her and push her out empty-handed. It shall never be well with you. A lot of people committed evil and nobody cared to tell you. I will tell you. A lot of people committed a lot of crime. Able in the village. Time for you to tell the truth, you not say. Those are crime people committed. It's bad. If you know those things that tradition forbids, don't do it. Because if you are doing those things, believe in me, you will not go far. And it's holy. This show quite beyond what that. Boom. How to feed their spiritual forces. one thing you must do to feed their spiritual force is one. It must activate their inner spirit. That's why I keep telling people the simplest method. What you must do to be successful. You cannot be living bastardized life. Life filled with fear. Living life that is worthless. And expect goodness to come your way. How? You must lay your foundation very solid. Foundation you will learn to, for your foundation to be solid, you must lay your own foundation with good longing and pure thought. I started with one. Some people, sometimes your problem is not what you think. Negu, one of my friends in the open Nade Kube. Chigaria, my Chigaria, they are two different things. You must repent and turn back to your root. How will you do this? Inner conviction, you must convince one. Never want to get that. And how will you get this inspiration? You must create time for your spiritual exercise. Don't joke with it. If you're a type that is so weak, so lazy, whenever it concerns spiritual matter, they're sorry for you. There is no help for you. Some people out there, they will be complaining, ordinary is so expensive. Ordinary is so expensive. They are run away from the church. They come to ordinary. They charge them. They do this. They do that. It's because they are lazy. Imagine the only people I can tell you that ordinary is so expensive for them. But whomever much is given, much is expected. If you are one of the people that live abroad, do you know why it's expensive for them? Most of these sacred things, most of these sacramental, for the fact that they are not living in their fatherland, they don't have access to it. They don't have access to it. Sorry. For the here, but natural things to go to equals regional could be open. Some I just make grass. Oh, yeah, Bobo and go singing. The marrow grass, all grass in apple. Mammy. Here, you were could be open. Makana, he cared in that one apple or Buji and Ebuago. But what you don't know is only a mystery to you. But for people that live in the foreign land, they will not have access to this. So for those people, they need a mentor. Only in Georgia, they need a mediator that will be there, mediating between them and their forces. Would all be ready? Yes. But when they be in a town, some certain things they will not be able to date. It's everywhere. It's in a normal life you are living. I remember when I was in Abuja, I know some people that are keeping good jobs. Some work in banks, some work in CBN office, some work in NNPC, some work in rich companies that pays too well, very well. Or some companies that pay over 300,000 naira to their officers. Some pay more. Or some companies that pays within the range, real core officers. From 300 to even some pay over 500,000 per month. Those ones, even some people that are working in PLC companies, they are earning fat. But if you are working in those private establishment PLC companies, you will work for it. Because the work that is meant for 3 people, 1 person can be doing it. Huh? Because they will you work tire. But they will pay you well. Some of these people that are earning big, they don't have time to go out to do some of these things. I know some people that are making money they will go to Dubai, they will go to Lagos, get these good materials, these clothes, shoes, whatever, ties, whatever. They will go to these establishments and sell it to them. Very expensive. Something that you can get in the open market, maybe at 10,000 naira. They will go to the offices and sell it at 15,000 naira. Do you know why? Those people that are working any much, they don't care, because the start services was brought to their doorstep at their offices, and they are not complaining, because whom much is given, much is expected. So there is a way, there is some certain things, even me, there are some certain things I want to buy. I will not be able to go to main market on it. I know that if I go to main market on it, I will get it cheaper. But I will call for some of these vendors to bring it to my house. I'll pay. I know that if they bring it to my house, it will be more expensive. But if it's something I cannot do anything, it's okay. I'll buy, because I can afford it. So the same thing with the spiritual matters. So, and sometimes some of these celebrities, as I have said, sometimes you will not even see them inside market. You will not see them inside main market. But they normally get all those things. They might get it a little bit more expensive, but they don't bother, because whom is much is given, much is expected. So if you are staying outside the country or wherever in big cities, then you will be ready to pay for the services of the third party. Whom I call third party here is your DBI, your spiritualist, or whatever, your priest and your whatever, that the third party, the mediator, they are there to intercede in your matter. It's not easy, because they took some risk. Do you know the risk that involve somebody going to main market or going to Dubai to get some of this stuff and come and do what we normally know here as home services? There is risk there. So that's why you pay more. The same thing with your priest, your dibia that is doing your spiritual stuff. Do you know that there is some spiritual work you do? After doing that work, you are the one, you will be like onye na-aghọ mbọ. Ịmara when some family cause liberation, you will get yourself involved. Then at the end of the day, you will be the one that will bear the burden, don't you know? You know, whenever mmadụ jere ime deliverance, as in ịnapụta mmadụ bụrụ akpụ nkọrọ jere ịnapụta bugara ịmara. So it's not easy. Do you know the animal's energy? Na-apụ n'ahụ onye na-arụ n'ụwa ọrụ. It's not easy. So if you have, I wish to give the person, fine. If you don't have, tie ọrụ dị mma. Maka na ma na-enwere ilikiti dị mmadụ ndị akpọrọ ọrụ that refuses to come and do the work. So I even invite, for me, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi, I want so many people, onye ọbụla akpọrọ, onwere onye ọbụla akpọrọ ọrụ that really want to do the work that I, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA, have not supported in one way or the other. Currently, as we speak, I have 7 people. Then I also Ugochi to the temple as of today. And as some of them are passing out, more are coming. Even some of them that I gave free house, I don't collect dime from them. I help them. Some of them I did not even collect 1 naira because of their condition. So for me, I want many people to come to answer their call, because I know so what I'm saying that some of these people, So with that method is expensive for somebody that cannot do some of these things themselves. But if you can do it yourself, I told you that 70% of your spiritual work can be done by yourself. If you have a conducive place, maybe you are in the village, or maybe you are living very close to your village, where it can be easy for you to be doing these things, these rituals yourself. Come to the temple, I will teach you how to do it yourself. Stop complaining. Now, if you cannot do it yourself, and they don't have money to do it yourself, and they are broke, no problem. I will still teach you what you can be doing. But the problem, my annoyance is, you keep complaining. I told you that I'm a multi-ton them man go to the temple. They don't have time. But I gave them simple rituals, and they did it. Today, most of them are smiling. What you will do, I keep saying it. You need to feed their spiritual forces for you to be successful. Now, how will you feed their spiritual forces? That's the topic. How to feed their spiritual forces. Make sure you create time for your spiritual exercise. But because the spiritual part of you must be fed well. The spirit, your inner spirit, other area, or the area of or the area, or the area anything. Your area with the vibration, the vibe, the radiation, the maturity, the returns of your good works. All your name. Create time for meditation. Create time for spiritual exercise. Because by spiritual exercise, you are activating the inner spirit, the inner you. Believe in me, some people are lamented that they are broke. You don't have money to do your spiritual work. You don't even have 10, 15, 20 minutes daily for your spiritual exercise. Now, which kind of human being are you? Create a time for your spiritual exercise. If you don't boy this side, no, boy this side, no, boy this side, no. You cannot starve your spiritual forces and be expecting them to feed you. It's not possible. Onye kene sonye kene. Ada agba aka atuje na atalo. You must have a way of feeding your chi, your forces. You don't have money, you are broke. Yes. Do you know that I have took my time to teach people how to do 21 days ago? For some people are so lazy that they cannot do it. They can't do it themselves. And they are broke even to pay somebody to do it for them. Create time for your spiritual exercise. 21 days ago, I already told you how we can do it. Go to my video YouTube channel, Eben Kuziri, for 21 days ago for the benefits and how to go about it. Create time for your spiritual exercise. I have told you, face the east. Call your entities of powers from your chi. Tell them how you feel. Beg them, plead with them that need chigatago, more the show need chigatago, need chigarigo machigarewa. Pour your mind. Even if you may cry, cry. Because I was there before. There was a time, sometimes I cry to show my instruments that I'm so sorry for all my mistakes. Because you and I, there was a time that you're looking at me wasted golden opportunities. Maybe you have money that time, but you did not do the right thing. And those right things, those forces you refused to feed that time, now they would help their support to you. Now that's why you're broke. That's why you receive blala. And now even you are broke to the extent that you cannot even feed. You cannot be able to do those things because you wasted that money that you could have used to do the right thing. And then when I'm married, I don't need you, don't want it. He wants some money. He refused to do your spiritual work based on your ignorance. For the fact that he did not do it, is never an excuse. The thing keep piling up for you. Now you have come back to it. After the affair, so many things came up. You don't have money to do it. But the spirit, you still remember that there was a time they gave you all the money. But you wasted them. You did not feed their spiritual forces. How do you expect them to feed you? Na Julius Berger general war na CCC. Ebe onye rụrụ ka ọ ga-eri. Galatians system said God can never be mocked. Whatever you sow is what you reap. It did not sow goodies. You did not even learn how to say thank you to your ancestors, to your achieving. You did not even do restitution for people you have wronged in the past. Have you done restitution of what you have done in the past? Have you done reparation? Come the first more prontos. Did you pay reparation for those things? Don't you know that when you start doing doing the restitution and reparation, that the spirit know? You know. Don't tell me you don't have money. You don't have money. How many times have you made it a point of believing me? If you have putting this thing I'm talking to you, I'm telling you now into practice. Forget about enjoying life. Forget about living carnal life. Build your spiritual life. Take your time for your 21 days rituals. Follow my instruction and be doing it month after month, month after month. From now till December. If you pay go to my YouTube and watch it. If you are doing it the way I asked you to be doing it, to the letter. From now till December, you do not see any changes. Come to the temple. I will do some spiritual work for you free of charge. But the problem of that is that you will not even be there, too lazy to do what the needful. You do today, tomorrow you skip it. You do today, tomorrow you skip it. Even if you are doing your spiritual work, you refuse. You refuse to follow the laid down principle. Emari him swan na asua. Ordinary is holy. The person Peter. Also that one of the 10 where they hinder your work. You are making things to be more difficult for you, and then I don't know. What kind of rubbish is that? The more I don't see them, you better walk about you all. I won't go and make the hearing now. Hearing now in a map block or a block or part. You run back to an hour ass and a car, getting a car all looks. No Nagabo Manokusiga. Manaya life Google. A more life we are living in this earth is a more of warfare. The money is the world is getting, you must hear a part of man. You must get prepared. It's survival of the fittest. You must get prepared to be able to have your spiritual support, your spiritual forces, so that they will not abandon you. Do you know that no one some kind of evil you will put your hand in? Your guardian angel will cover his or her face in shame. Your shame will be shaming your guardian angel. Your shame will be shaming your entities of powers and their forces of nature. Forces of nature, your spiritual forces, your backers. You are ashamed, they're going to shame them. Don't you know? Ordinary Igbo does not support promiscuous life. Ordinary Igbo does not support you from believing life that is not worthy relation. Yes, if you're a married man, focus on your family. I, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi, is a married man. I don't care about any other person out there. My interest is my family. I don't have time to gallivant anything. Because some of those things, you don't know who has what. You don't know. But by the time you are living in Peter life, in our Peter, in our water, I watch our haro, I like this, you can buy a water. The money being no, Kino. As a bull waiting on him on Wagi, you know, I did him and beer. Opera to the up with you. More came on an up one, and remain at the top. When I look all on our wall, one for no prefer the only go weekend on the middle wall. I will tell you all over call Naga. Then it continue with life that is not worthy. Here's why they get better issue when I roll. In a better can damn also can eat a maybe money was not another person. Everybody in the year give a helping hand to rap on Amosu to come back to you. Because he hit to Roman get you to Limaro. Yes, he hit to Roman get you at all. You must set your position pure. Your thought must be pure. Your thought must be pure. I will tell you. I will tell you the truth. You might not like it. You might not like me for telling you the truth. But the truth remains. Even if you don't have money. Don't tell me that you don't. Even if you don't have money, what you need to do, create time for your spiritual exercise. Set your phone on alarm. When particular time, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA ha I say, Keta, Nefanyo, okay, Kokafo, no, yeah, and truly you come. Get a hackababa, get that. In the morning, in the temple, all you over down the temple, no waiting there, everywhere, even on them. How many I bet about Ogbuefi early morning. You are wasting your time. I want time for your gist. Now, Mokuana, 6 o'clock, I will have my bath. Before, after 6:30, I'm already in the temple. I go for all the sites. They are in all the temple arena. Go there. Sell to Toma to entities of powers. Mention at this department, by this department, the same thing. Can go but I will be saved by Ghana water, and my once you keep on developing your spiritual strength, you keep on attracting other entities of power. That is power. I told you what just happened recently at the Ogbuefi temple. We just welcomed Ungu recently. I will go to Ungu. This coming a camp because I have petition to present to him. I'll go there. You will just join us to fulfill the promise of my ancestors that Ungu is coming. And today we have Ungu. I think we welcome more Ungu. Made the days for. Every day this community, I will see you go to. Then other entities of powers, I visit them daily. I will do any actual time that time you're on your own. Because I Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi cannot step out from my gate without able to get something to all the entities of powers. All hands to all the vision. The whole thing that I don't Ola Atomoto. When the member the keyword film. I want to those sacrifices, I put them on for the sake of my children all over the world. For the sake of now, Lord, that is a sacrifice, good sacrifice. Once it's 5 a.m., I will Ogbuefi EZE-ANA will wake up. From that 5 a.m. to up to 6 o'clock will be time for responding message. If you are following me on WhatsApp, notice from 5 a.m. you will be seeing me online. You will see me online maybe 3 after 6. You will see me. I'll off my data and go to the temple. Or when my data on and also online then. Sometimes I will leave my data on, but I will still go. Do all those things. I will return. Take my breakfast and go back to temple for the scheduled work for the day. Now, if I'm putting all this effort, how do the entities of us will keep joining me? The letters we have in our rank is in these three, my mother confirmed. My mother is the next one. She told me that this Ugu has been there for donkey years. But my father and the joker, how will you go? Even to the past years, this Ugu, I'm but because of my activities at temple, because of my longing, because of my pleading, the God saw my desire to serve. And last year they told me that he was coming. They didn't me, I didn't even know that it will come that month. And the location. Because where the Nogu came is the other side of parcel of land opposite to my gate. Though once I'm driving out, I will see it. So now, these past weeks, they draw my attention that you have arrived. I went there. I want to see last year, I didn't go to but all you auto into now. When they made it, but because of my activity, they came back. The spirit of who came back in support of what we are doing. So you go on with the man, I can tell you that if you remain steadfast, the spirit remains steadfast. Come back, Chigaria, believe in me. All the forces of your ancestors, money in the hand and then money in the Chopang, money in the mellow, in the bono you have will come back to back it up. But the problem is that you are not feeding your forces. That's your problem. In the spiritual realm, you know, when now, if you make yourself vulnerable to every attack in the spiritual realm, create better than that most of them, create better than can call them money, create better than man I because they have not done the needful. Listen to me. Learn how to feed their forces. I'm not asking you to feed their forces, not necessarily that you must do sacrifice of blood. No. It's not the more that you must do sacrifice of animal blood. No. Creating time for your spiritual exercise and meditation is feeding your spiritual forces. Because I don't want to check again. That is prayer. What is prayer? What is spiritual exercise? Prayer means better we want to check or be in never. Because when you create time for spiritual meditation to think about the spirit and everything, sometimes you will see like trance. Sometimes you will see vision. Because no one but you know why you are lamenting. You have not paid time, pay attention to your spiritual life. And that's why you remain vulnerable. You are sharing this antenna. Your backbone is not receiving any message. Because you are too far from the world of spirits. Whatever you are thinking is carnal. What you are thinking is to how to show your body, how to naked yourself. Thinking that by nakeding yourself, you get a husband or get whatever. It's not true. in the spiritual realm, you must attract husband in the spiritual realm before a husband will come in the physical. Don't you know? If you like, start sleeping with men, thinking that you will attract husband with your physical power. It's not true. They will all sleep with you and they will still dump you because you have not tied the knot. You have not tied have not done the right thing in the spiritual at the other side. But if you have done the right thing in the spiritual realm and everything is said and dusted, believe in me, the earthly wife will come, the earthly husband will come. It have happened to me. I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness. When I was looking for a wife. But if you don't know, you will use your earthly sense, your earthly intellect, thinking that you will be doing it, you can get it yourself with your own strength. It doesn't work that way. But consult your ways. Tell them what you want, and they will promise you that these things you have been asking them, that they will bring it, make it so simple to you, even in being there and more of the person. I'm a living witness. It happened to me in that manner. Today I'm a happy man. So what I'm telling you is this: learn how to feed your spiritual forces by maintaining your spiritual exercise. Very important. Then feeding your spiritual forces could be more that homage, that remembrance. I'm going to in our but we don't use the polling division. Very important. I'm going to do the broke, they want to hear when you can even a cup of water. There is ways that you don't have anything. But you are polling division. Not see him well. They should accept what you have. Pour it, it's okay. Water connection might be slow, but when it connects, nothing will stop it. But do you know why I want you to pay attention to your spiritual life? So that oracle you'll be getting from Oringo will not be spoiling your blessings from time to time. Because some people you are seeing out there, some people you are dating is the cause of your problem, because of oracle. And listen attentively, believe in me. So avoid it. Wish you good luck. But a blessing to your generation. Can make it an impact. Believe in me now. Change the circle of your friends. I can tell you, when you are successful, you make good, you have good new circle of friends. When I was in the world, I have some circle of friends, but as time progresses, I have new circle of friends. Even today, as we speak, even today as we speak, I have made a lot of friends, responsible ones, even legends. I have so many of them. I don't want to start mentioning, but let me just mention one person, even with his own handwork and the interest he has in what we are doing in the temple. You see his handwork. As I was celebrating the good work, my friend Stanley Okolie, he produced a track of music to promote what we are doing, free of charge. As if that one is not enough. Today, he sent another video. The same music, he modernized it a bit and make it as a video. People that are following my page, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi to oraifite, we see it. I posted it there. And maybe tomorrow, if I have time, I will post it to my Onana TV. Do you get? Free of charge. This fellow, I have not seen him face to face. Even the other time I asked him how much I would pay him, he said, no, that he did it out of love. I have not seen him, but he's supporting us this way. I don't want to mention other people that we have not even seen, but what we are doing, they are giving us support. It's my experience that is making those things possible. So what I'm telling you is that this, pay attention to your spiritual life. Spiritual is very important. But some people will not pay attention to feed their spiritual strength. Rather, they will go for Ogu. What is Ogu? Ogu, you are trying to make charms. Check for Ogu na Ogu bucha obudo pawani. If at the end of the day you pass on, what will be the fate of your family members? What will be the fate of your family members, and that's your charm? When even the Dibia that is doing that charm for you passes on. In Ugochi to an attempt, we don't do anything charm. Okukua will not charm. We don't do charm. What we are doing is follow normal natural processes. Everyone will have no charm. Immediately now we have no charm. At Ugochi to an attempt, we don't use any okite at all. Now, what I'm telling you is this. Pay attention to your feeding, doing your devotion. Doing your devotion, very important. Ordana is superior because Ordana has two versions, two methods. You feed your spiritual forces through meditation, through your spiritual exercise. That is one. Then it has the other aspect of offering sacrifices. Maybe blood sacrifice, that is animal blood sacrifice. You can do that to bring food to other elements that will feast on those animals, and to do saraka. Saraka is also a support. Doing sacrifice to that will get involved, maybe the other elements, the animalistic element involved is another part of it. So don't tell me that you don't have money. Even if you don't have money, that if you are or Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi about so many things, you could say, store. That does not mean that if you don't have money that you will go and say no. You don't even need to go and borrow. What you need is that for you to have already know where the angle your challenge is coming from. Go back on your knees. Every man go every problem, then man how to approach them. Example, if you are sick, you know that you are diabetic, or maybe you know that you have one health challenge or the other. What you will do is that if you are a diabetic person, you know exactly that you will drop or even stop or minimize taking of alcohol. Then it will help you. But if you don't know what is your problem and they keep on consuming it, your problem will keep compounding. So if you know where your problem is coming from, then you stop doing those things that will make it worse. Do you get? That is the Alpha. Alpha is the spiritual lab for you to know what is happening, like a mirror, for you to see what is happening in the spiritual way. That does not mean that you will start shouting or you don't have money, you start talking bad mouth. No. What you need to do is, I'm a now money. Truly, they know that you don't have money. My ancestors, make up, I was a maybe headed to her. Eti in Makani, what will bet in Makani maybe of money, one of me go make, but don't be hidden then. Man, no better. Marquis, how was I do? No more not to the other if we go, make a name maybe him there gradually. On you what then do? If you are sincere and they found out that they are truly, you are honest and the genuinity that is in you, believe in me, they can give you help. And however, try whenever that help comes, fulfill your promise. What I want you to do. Now, you don't have money. Does not mean you go and say, no, you don't have money. Start putting this method I told you. But if you have money, onye kwụ ụgwọ otu nwere onwe. You're doing it gradually. And if possible, stop jumping on the Nabasha Walker to afford one the Nabasha Wodibia. At the end of the day, they get themselves confused. Onwe dibia na alụlụ ọrụ ị na-afụta obere ife, stick with him. Onwegolo ka ihe si wee nwee ka ihe si wee tọrọ. Go back to him, tell him your new experiences. Kọwarịa. You never for your own angle, nene how your life is. It was him onye nwa ama ọ ga-echi ihe nwa adaptaziri ọgbọ ofu. Ejefukana na ọ bụrụ na alụrụ ọrụ ihe omewele gị. Don't start misbehaving and live a life of as because he who does not plan is planning to fail. And one thing you know in life is we have 3 seasons in life here in Africa. We have rainy season, we have dry season, and harmattan. That three seasons must come. But if you plan yourself very well, you'll find out that what you save during the time of abundance will sustain you during the time of not getting it too much. Spending the time of abundance will turn. It's natural thing. But some of you will be confusing yourself from going here. At the end of the day, you get yourself more confused. On all the other son and one was so. So you're not check wobble. Life is a continuous one. Learn how to always do the needful. Feed your spiritual forces by spiritual exercise, by longing, identifying. Let me tell you one thing. Although the K2 are in wine, money is not all everything. Money is not all. Yes, very important. But money is not the key of bonding. You can know why you go, but you don't have time for interaction, for exercise, for bonding and sharing, communion. Believe in me, money cannot do all those things. You find out that your wife you are dropping millions of naira for can fall in love to somebody that don't have money, but the person normally pay attention to her. So learn how to pay attention to the spirit. Everything is not all about money. So learn how to pay attention to your spirits. Learn how to pay attention to the spirits. Learn how to pay attention to the spirit the way you pay attention to your partners. It builds over time. The trust builds. Even if you don't have money for either one or either web, that exercise here always after discussing with them, where they go. On one email little, you met one little email. Also, Chigi Megalo South, Meto, where was he? I use the happy. How make you do it? The make $100. And the other college you go is you go. Man, I'm more than for you. We just can guys and don't want to make which I'm more the Panega, but I'm no problem. If you don't go, you don't make a single forget to say Gamma, no problem. If I will not be looking hunting for you. But when we show you what you are not showing face. You know, we were. You are bodying yourself more. So learn how to apply this method. Believe in me, you thank me. From now till December, apply this method. Take time for it. Either she made you can go, man, or draw. Nekos dream. Man, you can never achieve. Practice these things. It's not some people, they put it as some people say, it's too expensive, very expensive. No, it's the approach. On an approach, I said, you don't get a balance is not Taramando. She's here, Nadiba lose. Magic, or the name not magic. It's not magic. It's a pity that all told them what they present on now. They call magic. Not magic, it's spirituality, it's spiritual movement. Unless it was here by the other side. it was a fast lane. That is what is their own cup of tea. But Ordinary, as far as I'm concerned, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi is concerned, Ordinary is not on fast lane. Ordinary is continuity. Ordinary is a spiritual movement, a spiritual activity. Ọ bụrụ na ị nwere ajụjụ nwere na nkụzi nkụzi ma ọ bụ nkụzi ndị na-ekuzi gboo ma ọ bụ ndị chọrọ ka agbara gị afa mmiri emi ma ọ lụọ ọrụ mmụọ ọbụla send that message na WhatsApp 08057837672. I call again 08057837672. Ihe nwere ike inwere friends and well wishers share the button, touch the share button, share it to your friends and well wishers ka ha nụ, because by so doing it might have changed lives. Ekelego m friends ndị na-abịa esonyere anyị n'oge awa nke eziokwu. Chioma Jesus Miracle I notice kwara gị so ndị niile na-esonyere anyị share the link, invite your friends and well wishers. That ihe nwere ike imere onye anwa ọhị nwere ike ime. Before anyị gaa n'iru wee gụzie egwu anyị ji ana nke ụbọchị taa, ekwubie m okwu n'isi nwoke n'isi nwaanyị, friends and well wishers n'aha Chukwu Oke nke pụrụ ime ihe niile. Ayọ ma amara n'isi my children, friends and well wishers and our fans, friends of the temple all over the globe. Asị na distance abụrụ eparia n'ọrụ mmụọ na anyị na-alụ mmụọ na ọfụ anyị na-agụ n'isi ụlọ. Asị m na ndị nọ n'oru na ndị nọ n'Igbo n'ụlọ ga-eweta ihe ọma dị na mba werata n'ụlọ. Asị m na onye na-achụ ụlọ ga-ada, onye mejọrọ ụlọ na-achụ ya na onye a ga-adakwazi n'ọkwụ ile eche ụlọ na ụkwụ ya eji ya, na onye fụrụ ụnụ cheta nwa ọrụ nwa ya nwụrụ anwụ sị ihe mere nwa ya nwụrụ anwụ mee ụnụ na ọdụ anya nwa na onwe onye ya nwụrụ. Osisi fụrụ ụnụ na-atụ ufere agbapụziri ọnụ ya si n'ukwu bụọ ya. Asị m ihe ọma nne ya darụ na ọdịnaya pụrụ ụlọ n'okwu ọbụla anya ha were fụ. Asị nọ n'iru ka ụlọ ga na-aga maka na oke enwe bụ n'iru ka ọ na-ama. Asị na nche a na-eme odogwu n'anya maka na nche anya eme ụlọ. Asị na ụbọchị ihe na-aga okporo ụzọ n'ụkwụ anya pụ na amapụgoro na mana ụlọ ejicha n'agha. Onye si ụlọ jiwe ihe jiwe nọrọ na nọgbu onye ahụ, onye si ụlọ jiwe nọrọ ụlọ jiwe dịrị na adịgbu onye a na ndụ. Asị m na ụlọ ejere obodo na-arụ obodo, asị m ihe ụlọ ga-eri ya da ihe ya eru na-agakọ na. Asị m onye si ụlọ nwe onye anwụọ. Asị m ebebere ugobere nkesị ibi ebere ya gosi ebe ọ ya ebe ọ bụrụ na o gosiri ebe ọ ya ebe nkwukwa ya. Asị m na ihe ụlọ ga-eji wee ma ọjọọ ama aka ụlọ na ndị nọ na-ana mmadụ na ụlọ eweta ihe ọma dị na mma werata n'ụlọ n'ọkwa na-akụ n'ụlọ ekwu onye kparịa. Asị m ife ọma ga-emere ụlọ mere nwoke mere nwaanyị. Ekwubie m okwu ngozi n'isi ụlọ. Let there be liberation, let there be breakthrough, let there be upliftment, let there be miracle upon your life. Ndị na-achọ ego ha ga-enweta ego, ndị na-achọ connection ha ga-enweta connection, ndị na-achọ mbuli elu ha ga-enwe mbuli elu, ndị a na-arụ ha oke ha n'oke ha ga-eru ha aka. Bido kịta wee ruo n'ọnwa Disemba, ndị ihe ọma ga-eme, millions ga-agbata ụlọ n'aka. Ụnụ gwagwụ ndị mmadụ na-egara anya na onwe ozi ihe ụnụ pụtara pasta ekwuru na ụnụ ga-apasị ihe n'aha Chukwu Oke nke pụrụ ime ihe niile. Daalụnụ ka ọ dịkwanụ n'ụdị oge a. Tomorrow bụ Saturday anyị ga-ejikwa interesting topic wee bịa. Ya gazienụ.
Na ụzọ ndụ gaba n'iru, EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu, onye ọma na oraifite, onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru. EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu, onye nwere ije eme ọdụ ọdịnala ya dị gaba n'iru. EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu, onye ọma na oraifite, onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru. EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu, onye nwere ije eme ọdụ Ugochi tubelu temple gaba n'iru.
Daalụnụ.